Jersey Crypto here. I think someone, I think something that people have kind of lost touch with is the fact that typically the coins that pump themselves without a bunch of YouTubers and people on Twitter, and I don't know if Facebook even does that shit, but the coins that pump and then everyone's like researching after the fact why it pumped, maybe those are the coins that should be focused on. If there needs to be a ton of marketing in order to get a coin to pump, maybe like this, the strategy is to not go with that crowd because it's so obvious that if all the money is being dumped into marketing in order to pump a coin in the first place, like what is the coin itself amounting to? You know what I'm saying? I just think it's funny, like, I work my ass off every day. Uh, I have a life. I enjoy crypto. I enjoy the community. It's a passion of mine. But I'm also not like, I don't need to look for anything because I decided to invest in coins that pump without the marketing. Like, no huge marketing campaigns to get them to go up. So I'm not like building up my emotions with this marketing campaign and hoping that the coin meets the expectations of the campaign. My coins go up and then people try and look into why. The videos come out after. How many Algorand videos can you find right now trying to pump Algorand? Because Algorand's going to pump. Every single comment that I see on Sia Coin is you're the only one talking about Sia Coin. Sia Coin's going to pump. And no one's going to fucking know why. And they're all going to try and find out after the fact. And I'm not even trying to pump Sia Coin. If I say anything that pumps Sia Coin, it's typically just to try and entertain you guys because I just like talking about them. I literally just like talking about them. Hedera Hashgraph. It's probably the least pumped coin. Well, no, all the coins I have are not pumped coins. But Hedera Hashgraph, like, they had a little bit of a thing like when like people started to notice the governance, but because of the even like concept of governance not being conceptualized from people, like they don't know how to pump that because it takes a little bit too much thought process to understand. It's not just a 5,000x, 10,000x. Like, it's so ridiculous how shallow people are. Like, why don't you just start to entertain yourself by enjoying information? And if you're not making moves every day with your crypto, then you don't necessarily have to always be right. That's the thing about me. I don't have to be right. I don't have to be right on my information that I see every single day. Because I don't need to touch my crypto. It's appreciating without me touching it. I'm a busy man. I'm not trying to act busy. I am fucking busy. So just know that if you're trying to look for the next pump, then that's a short term strategy. How many people were talking about Shiba Inu? How many times did I tell them it's going to fall off a cliff? It wasn't because I wanted it to fall off a cliff. I wish it went up for everybody that wants it to go up forever. I'd love to see people happy. It's not reality. So make your hobby information. Make your hobby beating the trend, being before the trend, being before the popularity. And typically, if you invest in things that aren't necessarily popular, as long as they have good fundamentals, they will become popular. And guess who's been in it already? You. Because you got in it when it wasn't popular. Who would have fucking thought? Oh! It's groundbreaking! Oh man. Yo, how many people are pumping Gillette razors? How many people are becoming million and billionaires off of Gillette? Isn't that one of like, what's his name? That old guy? Buffett? Buffett's big on Gillette. He's making money on Gillette. He ain't even pumping Gillette. He just knows that shit works. He knows that people are going to buy disposable razors and throw them out and buy more of them without thinking. He doesn't need you to say, oh, Gillette razors. If you invest in Gillette razors, that stock is going to pump 40%, 50%. Like, he doesn't need people saying that. He's investing in it because he knows that it's going to happen. He doesn't need people to chant it. Think about the internet. The internet, everyone uses the internet. Everyone. So if someone's out there creating more internet, no matter what you think, people are going to use it. I don't need you to tell me that. I don't need anyone to chant it. Chant it. People are going to use the internet. Web3 is going to be more internet. All the other shit doesn't matter. If there's more internet, people are going to use that internet too. It might be the younger crowd. They're normally the ones that adopt new technology first. And then the older crowd slowly comes in because they're curious of where everyone the fuck went. Algorand, smart contracts. It's the biggest thing in cryptocurrency. If you're in cryptocurrency and you're not invested in the smart contracts, then your portfolio can go to shit tomorrow. With the slightest chance that it's going to go to the moon. Smart contracts are the platforms for all the other currencies to build on top of, because there's infrastructure there to do so. And no one else is putting in that type of effort. No one has that much funding. It took Ethereum how many years? Ethereum's been around forever. Smart contracts came out basically this bull run. Because Ethereum in the beginning didn't have that funding. Siacoin didn't have that funding. They're still creating the internet. It doesn't matter. They have funding, but it's not that much. Algorand has a ton of funding. They're a smart contract where other protocols can build on top of them seamlessly. They already solved all the issues that people currently know about with cryptocurrency as far as smart contracts go. As far as a layer 1 solution, they already solved all the layer 1 solution issues as far as what people know about right now. So all the layer 2s can just build on top of them without solving any issues. It's more efficient. It makes sense. Boom. That's all you need to know. All the other stuff is just stuff. Hedera Hashgraph. It's blockchain on steroids. It's way more transactions that you can fit in. I could see it being one of the biggest microtransaction technologies in the world. So, yeah, Jasmys, Sony ain't competing with Google and Boeing and the 30 other huge corporations that are all running Hedera Hashgraph technology already to trade data at a rapid, super efficient rate. Hedera Hashgraph can do everything that Jasmy could do. So, enjoy Jasmy. I love Sony headphones. I don't doubt Jasmy's going to pump because it did pump. And then it gave a big old dump. It went up to 34. It's down at like 15, more than a 50% drop. When a lot of other coins didn't do a 50% drop. So if you're praising Jasmy coin, maybe just understand that Jasmy coin is a very young operation in comparison to where these other people are. And it doesn't have the funding that Hedera Hashgraph has. Hedera Hashgraph has MIT behind it. MIT type thought process. Professor. Lehman Baird. Algorand. Silvio Macaulay, MIT. One of the grandfathers of cryptography. He's discovered some of the technologies that all of crypto uses. He's a pioneer, for God's sakes. He's discovered things that people utilize, and they're just taking technology from each other. And don't get me wrong, sharing is caring. But discovering is on a whole new level. If you're good at discovering things, it's a different mind, okay? I'm not an inventor. I don't invent things. I can't take that away from anyone, but I can appreciate people that do. Invent things or discover new technology, new protocols, new implications. What else I got? Oh. Rarible. It's an on ramp. Coinbase is invested in it. Coinbase is the biggest on ramp to crypto, and Rarible is going to be the biggest on ramp to NFTs, and Coinbase is going to make sure of it. Why else would a big ass company invest in another company? Because they want them to be a big ass company. And as far as Ethereum goes, Rarible is the smoothest one. It's solved a lot of the issues. It puts off the gas fees onto the purchaser who's already spending the money. So get the art into the marketplace because that's what's creating the attraction, and then let the people that are seeing the attractions spend the money. It makes sense as a business owner. I mean, I just sometimes obviously there's different ways to approach things. Sometimes I'm happy on my videos. Sometimes I feel like being a little more direct, like right now. And it's one thing to observe what I'm saying, but it's another thing to act on what I'm saying. And I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm never going to tell anyone how to invest specifically or what to do with your money directly. But maybe what to think about prior to doing your actions. That's something that I think I can contribute to. Or lend my opinion and listen to yours. Obviously, my goal is to contribute, but you got to be willing to listen, and whatever you think is wrong, you can let me know that you think differently. That's the other thing. This is the other thing. I'm gonna help a lot of you people out there. When you disagree with someone, one, if you're not willing to sell them on your side or help them, then maybe don't interact with them, because all you're doing is taking someone else's opinion. You're telling them that you disagree without lending your own opinion, and it totally, like, it totally basically cancels out the fact that you said anything worthwhile to the person. Like they're never going to like take your opinion of them being wrong without lending your own opinion about the actual topic. You know what I'm saying? Like you like, if you're gonna watch my content and spend your time to watch my content and watch me be wrong in your eyes, then why wouldn't you spend the time to like either show me a different way of thinking or at least be able to relate to me enough to like change my mind about something? I'm not stuck. I listen. That's how I got to where I am today. Because I listen to people that are smarter than me. So if you're smarter than me, just fucking tell me something. And I guarantee you that tomorrow I will be that much closer to being as smart as you. Because I will listen. I still got my son's cartoon on the TV because I don't touch remotes. Ugh. I don't know if it's an Italian thing or not, but yeah, I don't touch remotes. Um, I I'm still happy with my positions. You know what I mean? I honestly don't see. I see. I see unusual activity in some of these other coins that like that's this is this is another thing. You see a coin all of a sudden out of the blue, like oh damn, oh shit, that just spiked 1,700%. I don't think my coin's gonna spike 1,700%. I'd rather find the next coin that's gonna spike 1,700%. Now you already won. No one knew that coin was gonna spike 1,700%. How does anyone put their finger on 1,700%? That's 17x. Like, no one predicts a move like that. So you can't invest in that type of move. Like, you can't invest thinking of that type of move. And that being said, since no one can predict that type of move, because those charts, the what's it called, charts? Whatever, the little thing that tells you the numbers it's going to hit, and the lines of resistance and the lines of support. The resistance turns into the support, and honestly, it does happen exactly like the chart that thing says. Other than when it doesn't, right? But the Fibonacci. No one predicts a 17x. You know what I mean? Fibonacci only goes so high, and once they get up to 17x, like, or even near a 17x, once they get up to like a 2x, they're just like, it's going to the moon from there. Like, a 17x is the moon. A 32x is the moon. Who deciphers anywhere in between that? Nobody. So you can't invest expecting that. And on top of it, that means the coins that you already have can easily do that because no one fucking expects it. No one can predict it. You can't invest on something that's not predictable. You know what I mean? Like, you can't have the expectations of something that isn't even predictable. You can't even predict a 17x. You could predict a 20, 30, 40% move. You know what I mean? Like a 100% move is hard to predict. How many times have you looked at a previous all-time high that was like 3x the current price, and like your coin just like, you were like, well, that's going to be the first stop, and it's not the case. It's just not the case. Just because it's happened already, like that happening has already devastated the people that bought up there, and the coin's down here now. You know what I'm saying? Like, those people put whatever amount of money in. I had someone comment on my page that they put. Someone said they bought 3 million SIA coin at 6 cents. And then at the time of the comment, it was at like 1.8 cents. So 0.018. Like, yo, you just put $350,000 into SIA coin, and now you're at like under $100,000, and then you're telling me that you're watching my video And that's the only thing making you hold on to that Sia coin. Like, yo, if my video is the only thing making you hold on to the Sia coin, why did you buy in the first place? And let alone at that peak of the initial part of the bull market. Like, yo, FOMO City. Who was telling you that? Who was telling you to invest? I haven't even told any of my friends to invest in the Sia coin when it was at 3 cents. It's hard for me to tell people to invest in the Sia coin now. I don't tell people to invest in anything. I just tell them how I feel about the coins, about the projects. Like, yo, I'm not going to tell you to invest because I've been invested. I'm talking, I invested years ago. Like, I'm sitting at a 20, 30x and I'm going to tell you guys to invest in it? It doesn't make sense. I can't relate. I'm not buying in right now. If I add to my bag, I add to my bag. But honestly, when you're buying things, when you're buying these coins at the prices I was buying them at, pre-bull market, how am I going to tell you to buy them at a point where I'm already 30x? Like, when Sia coin goes up 1 penny, I don't even want to say what I make. I feel like it's going to jinx me somehow. So, like, if you buy 100,000 Sia at a penny, you're making $1,000 every penny. Let's just say that. So if a penny a Sia coin costs you $1,000 to get 100,000 of them, every penny it moves, you get $1,000. You buy $100 at a penny, every penny it moves, you make $100. All right. Hedera Hashgraph. I 8x on Hedera. Yeah. I'm sitting at an 8x right now on Hedera Hashgraph. So, am I going to tell someone else to invest after I'm already 8x'd? Like, probably not. I'm not going to tell you to invest. I'm going to tell you why I'm in it. I'm going to tell you why I 8x and still hold it. I'm just trying to inspire people to make their own decisions. If you go back to my first videos. Go back to my first videos. Yo, make your own decision. Don't let people tell you what to do. You let people tell you what to do, it's because... Yo, if I told you to invest into my coins... Now, don't get me wrong. I don't doubt that people have bought the coins that I talk about because they watch my videos. And do they have opportunity? Yes. Am I not a financial advisor? No, I am not a financial advisor. Am I giving financial advice? No, I'm not trying to give it financial advice. I'm trying to give advice of people to just think a certain way in order to invest for themselves. I'm not telling them how to invest. That's like someone telling me a town is real nice, right? Hey, this town's real nice. This is a nice town. Well, I take it upon myself to go buy a house in that town, and then my house gets robbed and burned down to the ground. Do I tell that person, like, you know what? The only reason I bought that house is because you complimented that town. And that made me think that I needed to buy a house in that town. It's your fault. No, it's not. My opinion was that it was a nice town. I don't even live there. You get what I'm saying? Just just do what you got to do for you. Jersey crypto gains. The crypto gains have already occurred. Okay? Have an incredible night.